Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Jason and this is Pelargonium, the variety known as Veronica Contreras. This is a pretty awesome Pelargonium. It is a smaller variety. It only gets 1.5 to, about 1.5 feet tall to about 2 to 3 feet wide. So it is a much more smaller, compact Pelargonium. This one's kind of sprawling a little bit, but you can actually coach this plant to be more compact, and or you can coach it to be more trailing if you have it growing in a container. This one's growing in the ground here, and you want to place this in sun to part shade. That's a good sunlight exposure to plant this plant in if you live inland here in Northern California. If you live on the coast here in California, you want to plant this in full sun. But I mean, look at the flowers are practically smothering the plant, which is pretty awesome for a pelargonium. And I love this pansy-like bloom of a magenta purple center with the outer margin. The edges of the flower petals are kind of a white pink. They're really, really pretty. And the leaves are cute. They're these tiny little leaves, and they actually have a citrusy lemon scent to them. So I mean, you get this really nice fragrant plant, making it deer resistant, rabbit resistant, gopher resistant, loved by the bees. The bee just tried to come over here, but it sees me here filming, and I guess it wanted a little space. But there are more bees on this during the day. It's a really awesome plant, especially if you want a heavy bloomer. This blooms from spring through summer, and I mean, just look at those blooms. They're so cool. So if you have like 2 or 3 of these planted in a pot, I mean, you have a huge bouquet of like flowers just growing on your patio or your front porch or wherever it is that you have that sun to part shade lighting. The more sun that you get, you'll get more flowers. But if you do live inland, don't give it too much. I wouldn't put it in full sun because you might get a little bit of burn, because full sun is really intense here in California, especially here in Northern California in the summers. So make sure to give it sun to part shade. As far as the fertilizer goes, you can fertilize this like once in the spring. You don't need to give it a lot of fertilizer. You can give it a low-grade bloom fertilizer, or something like just like a 555, something very simple. Or just give it a side dressing of compost in the fall. That's a really, really great thing to do for this plant, especially if you have it growing in the ground. And yeah, it's just beautiful. If you have any questions about this plant, this is Pelargonium Veronica Contreras, and as you can see, it is loaded with flowers. If you have any questions about this plant, please feel free to let me know. And if you'd like updates on my newest videos, please click that subscribe button. Once again, my name is Jason. I really hope you've enjoyed this video.